Hello, I'm Tim Nichols, and I'm here today to give you your Nichols words. And today we are featuring the Kingstone Comic Bible by Kingstone Publishing. And this is the second edition, just hot off the press. Literally, they just got them in at the publishing studio, and you can see right away, just from the cover, that this is not ordinary stuff. They have artists from Marvel Comics that do the artwork, and they have writers that participate in making sure that this is true to the biblical scripture. It is, any quotations in the Bible are from the New Living Translation, so you know you have a trustworthy translation. One thing to note about this is it does have a paper liner, and it's a little tight right here, but they have decided to move into SMYTH SEWN binding, or SMYTH SEWN binding. People argue over that, and who knows what the truth is. But anyhow, this is like your editorial page. It tells you everyone who is involved in the writing, the drawing, the coloring, and everything else. This is just a little thing letting you know that they do interpret and they do add a little dialogue here and there in order to move the story along. This shows you that it is the second edition printing, released in 2020. This is a little letter from Art letting you know kind of his vision and his heart. And there are a few things I want to make sure that you see on this. Okay, you can see again, it's a little bit tight right here, but that's just a sign that this binding is sewn well. It does have overcast stitching, everything you would look for in a SMYTH SEWN. Now, one thing that I think is really cool about this is the artist interpretation of the serpent. Check this thing out. Okay, that does not look like some little wimpy snake that is slithering around on a tree. And this is the artist saying, look, this is what I think happened. And then you see when he gets cursed, he turns into the snake that we're used to that crawls on his belly. So it fits the scriptural interpretation. It's highly possible that that's what happened. A couple more things I want to point out on this volume is the story of Noah. Now, this is where the updates are a big deal. The updates, the previous one, there was a lot more dialogue and a lot more things that were kind of just speculated, to where this one sticks way more to the literal. This is the literal story of Noah and the ark. There's the artist interpretation of what the art looked like. Just really nice art. Look at the artwork on this thing. I mean, just take a second and check this out. Very detailed, very thorough, and again, the scripture quotations are directly from the New Living Translation. Another nice little feature is, check this out. This is in the book of Job, and this is where Satan presents himself in heaven with the sons of God. And just, this is a full spread page, just really beautiful work and just nice color. I can't say enough about these things. If you all know anything about me, you know I am a fan of this stuff. Now, this is Genesis 28 and Jacob's ladder. So it shows the angels ascending and descending to bring messages to earth. And you also have the pillar of fire. Check out the artist interpretation of the pillar of fire. I mean, that's just pretty amazing to me, because I always just imagine this little tower, you know, of fire, but he's really enhancing and challenging our imagination on things that we've seen. And you have the 10 Commandments, the golden calf, just really detailed work. I mean, look, each person has a facial expression. They didn't cheat on anything. They really did their homework and made sure to give us a reward with every page. Now, one thing about a comic Bible that you have to make sure you understand is that it's not going to have every single word. The picture is also part of the Bible. So you don't just read the words, but you actually look at the pictures, and that tells part of the story. So let's just flip through another page or two, and then I'm going to do some follow-ups on this. I'll do these two volumes separately, but I just want to go ahead and make sure you get some stuff on this. This is in Joshua. And look right here, it gives you the scripture references as to where you're at, so that you know exactly where you are, so you can follow along with an actual Bible. A battle there. This is kind of in the book of Judges. It has the story of Samson and Delilah. Just really beautiful, beautiful. That's when she's massaging his hair and putting him to sleep. Just give you a few more quick looks at some artwork. And again, we will cover the other two volumes at a later date. I will give you kind of the contents in a later date. It does kind of skip some of the Psalms. It skips some of the Songs of Solomon. Obviously, that would be kind of weird to draw. And then it skips some of the Proverbs. So I'll give you some more of that, and I'll give you more of the table of contents on a later review. But hopefully you enjoyed this review, and keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholsworth.